The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Tyler Boyd.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And the Bengals.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last two seasons with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Bengals.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Joe Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens will get it. First and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10.
He was brought down by
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Mccl3 and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. It's the Chiefs that have jumped out to the early lead against the Raiders. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
42-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
49-yard line.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Duvernay, incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
A.J. Green, incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It got his man, complete.
Let's go, baby. Do it again, baby. Do it again.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Bengals nothing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
To John Ross.
John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height, or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good.
Score, Ravens 17, Bengals 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Cincinnati.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go play action with Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now Jackson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check. Shit. Hold on.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Now Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He finds some open field here, and he'll be out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Ravens 31. Bengals 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Down at the 17-yard line.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 8-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens add on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback that much more difficult.